Well, hello there. Hope you're having a good Tuesday evening. How you doing? Meep indeed, Mika. It's good to see you. Thanks very much for coming in. Sorry about tomorrow, Mika. Not being able to do it. It's, yeah, I know it's annoying, and I'm annoying. I'll try my best, but unfortunately it's just not realistic or feasible right now because of the car needing its MOT. It's not, we just have to do what we can do. I'm just saying sorry, Mika. Just saying sorry about not being able to be available tomorrow, Mika. Anyway, I'm going to be playing some Subnautica right now, because, yeah, I think things have done pretty well over on TikTok. I've got a bit of news on that one, and I just wanted to kind of share it, because, yeah, things kind of went a bit nuts. I just want to show you. I wonder if you can see it on the camera. But basically, yeah, we're looking at 42,000 views on my TikTok. I don't know if you can see it. 42,000 views, which is insane. So I'm trying to kind of get a bit of momentum going, and I just thought, why not play a bit of Subnautica, see what shakes out, because I'm playing Subnautica. I put a little post up as well to see, to show that I'm playing right now, and you never know, I might be able to get some people in this, get seeing some people. And this is the cursed post that I put up about Subnautica. So just going to see if anybody joins, and what we're going to do, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, because the clip was from a YouTube video that I did about no killing in Subnautica 2, because they haven't included killing in Subnautica 2 yet, and I was kind of making the point that it's not really the point to kill in Subnautica as a whole. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play here. I'm going to go on my options, make sure my graphics are all set to high, because I like high graphics. And what we're going to do is we're going to play a new kind of game, because at the end of the day, I think I should put my money where my mouth is. If I'm so pro no killing in Subnautica, let's see if that survives playing hardcore mode in Subnautica. Now, the thing about hardcore mode in Subnautica is there's no oxygen alerts, and if you die, you're permadeath. So that's going to be fun. Life and stuff first, mainly do the Wednesday's collab, as you want more collaboration, we have the time, not playing other games to keep a game interesting. Yeah, very true. Saturday collabs open too. Hope Tate is available. She had a flu, but got better. Oh, I'm glad they got better from the flu, and I hope you're okay, Mika. Don't get flu yourself. But let's get cracking. 40,000 views on my sits and waits 10 minutes, just too long a time, still Steve Rage. I'm going to hold back the rage. I'm going to tell you what, we'll make a prediction. I'm not going to rage. I'm cooling my rage. If I rage, I'll make a I'm going to make a prediction about rage. Not death, but rage. If I rage, you get channel points. I'm going to make that prediction in a second. And then once we see here. Can you just imagine this being hardcore mode, when I get smacked by that thing, that's it, hardcore mode over. Okay, death. Start again. That's it. You're dead. Done. No, let's do it. Let's put out this fire. And what we're going to do... Beep, beep, boop. Let me out! Fire extinguish. Come on. Extinguish the flames. Ow, I'm on fire. Not a good start for a hardcore one. Right. Oh, you made the prediction. You made it already. Will Steve rage over hardcore mode? I'm going to predict no. I can't predict on my own channel. That's a scam. I'm not raging over hardcore mode. I'm raging over the fact I can't predict in my own channel. I'm raging over that. I'm not gonna rage. Can't predict on your own things. That's rage inducing. Also, Mika, just for that. There's a good Mika. Right. No more fire? No more fire. You can't choose the outcome. Ah. So did you predict yes or no, Mika? It's okay, there's nothing in my head anyway. Right, we got it. So, the thing about hardcore, you're gonna make food. Have a good one. I hope it's a good food. I tried to make bread and I made the constipated block 3000 today, so that's interesting. Let me just adjust my microphone. Hi, Shmeeny. But yes, so the thing about hardcore mode, and I'm not playing this vegetarian, we're going to go cooking fish, we're going to eat the fish, we're going to cook them. Because the thing about hardcore mode is there's no oxygen alerts, constipation, but yeah, I tried baking bread. It didn't go well. I made basically a big block of constipation. Okay, no human life signs. I'm seeing a rabbit there in the distance. There's some peepers popping up and down. Yeah, we're ready to dive into the ocean. Right, this is going to be interesting, Mika. Because this is going to be interesting chat, I should say. This is going to be interesting. Little bacon, buns, stuck at my bed. Yeah, I tried a TikTok trend where they had, oh, bread is easy, guys, bread is easy, and I followed the instructions exactly. It just ended up being a block of constipation. So think about hardcore mode. I die, it's permadeath, so I need to be careful. And also, there's no oxygen alert, so I need to keep an eye on the oxygen meter. We're going to gather some materials. We've got copper, we've got metal salvage. That's going to be plenty of titanium for me. Need to keep an eye out. And you know what? To help my chances, I'm accepting I'm going to eat the fish. We're going to be eating fish. I normally like to do a bit of a vegetarian run, but this time, I think needs must. We've got to eat the fish. We've got to eat the fish. We've got to survive. It's all about survival on this one. Do you want a recipe? Yeah. If you send the recipe in Discord, Mika, I'll check it out later. You know something I've noticed since playing Subnautica 2? Ooh, quartz is going to be a good idea to get. I've just got to be careful here, because this is very dangerous. I'll come out the other side as quick as possible. Copper. Good, good. So the thing is there was this American trending on TikTok saying bread is super easy, and I followed his recipe to the letter, and it basically just made it into a constipation block. Oh god, it does not. Oh god, it does not alert you. Oh, that's danger. That is danger right there. Right, what I need to do now is I need to find a creep vine. I'm going to find a creep vine, fill my inventory with the rest of the stuff, which is going to be creating the rubber. I need to find some creep vine seed clusters. So that's what we're swimming around looking for now. Creep vine seed clusters. I think there might be some over in that direction. So we're heading over there. So yeah, I've got copper, I've got acid mushrooms, so that's batteries, you've got titanium, plenty of titanium, we've got a couple salt deposits, we've got plenty of quartz now, got a couple quartz. In fact, I'm going to pop into the tube here again and grab some quartz. I'm going to grab some creep vine, we're going to get started, we're going to get everything we need to get started. And we are going to be good to go. We're going to have plenty of resources, and I'm going at this as hard as I can. And again, this is about survival. I'm going to eat the fish. I normally like to eat the vegetables and fruit of this world. I normally like to go for bulbo trees and eat those instead of going for fish. But this time, it's survival. This is hardcore Subnautica. It's not for the weak of heart. There's the goal right there. There's the goal right there. That's it. Creepvine seed cluster. I've just got to be mindful of these stalkers. Grab a couple of these. I'm going to grab 3 of them if I can. Okay, he wasn't after me. I was scared there for a second, but I'm okay. We are okay. And this is it. I'm putting money where my mouth is. I'm going to try and avoid killing the big fish, but at the end of the day, Subnautica 2 allows you to cook the normal fish, so it's okay to cook the fish this time. It's the challenge. There's a peeper. That's going to be my first meal, and so is the air sac, or bladderfish. Fun fact, it used to be called an air sac in the original... Are you done, Karen? In the original Subnautica, in the early access, it used to be called an air sac, which was interesting. Right, we're going to do this. We're going to get... Let's look at tools. Personal tools and equipment. I'm going to need an O2 tank. First thing we need, O2 tank. Bash. Bish, bash, bosh. That is now in my inventory. I can now breathe, which is good. That's going to help us. We need silicon rubber times 2. Well, guess what I've got? Silicon rubber times 2 for my creep vine. We got to get game audio. That'll help. Let's do it. Subnautica. Thank you, Shmeeny. So I'm not sure how well this stream is actually going to go because, you know, 42,000 views on TikTok does not generally... We don't really generally know if that actually translates into Twitch, but we'll have to see what happens as we go. So I'm going to get fins. Do I already have fins? I do not already have fins, so we're going to make some fins. And then we shall see what goes on from there. We've got fins here. Yeah, things have been going very well. Environment appropriate. Yep, thank you very much for making sure it's environment appropriate. I've got that. Yeah, that's okay. Everything else I don't need. An air bladder might be a good option, but what I'm going to do is we're going to go for a bit more silicon rubber. Do I have any silicon rubber on me? I do not. Okay, let's do it. More silicon rubber from the next creepvine cluster. Now, yeah, so things have been going well. The YouTube video's gone incredibly well. I've gotten 155 views on the Subnautica YouTube video according to my analytics, which is incredible, especially considering that was a video that I kind of put out as quickly as possible. It was a bit of an experimental video that I sort of bashed out over an evening to try and see how it goes for... Oh, we gotta get our survival knife. And gotta see, it was to see how well it goes for making like topical videos and weighing in on the topical kind of subject. That was a Subnautica thing. I'm gonna go for this air bladder. I want to see how it does, cause this air bladder straight up was clutch in Subnautica 2. I think I've slept on it a little bit. So I need cave sulfur and I need a scanner, battery and titanium. I can make a battery really quick here. We're going to have a full set of tools here. I'm going to get my scanner. We're pretty much set up good to go. I'm going to cook a peeper. Now, oh, filtered water. Right, self-scan. Are we infected? We are normal. God, Karen won't shut up, will she? Right. Okay. So I think the key has got to be tools. We've got to go tools, tools, tools. As much as possible. We've got to go be hardcore, get ourselves set up as soon as possible. As quickly as I can, straight set up. So that's the first priority. I want to get that repair tool. And I think I can get one. I do have pretty much most of what I need. I just need some cave sulfur. So I'm going to pop my stuff into the life pod storage here. I'm going to pop all this in. I'm going to keep gathering as much as we can. The acid mushrooms. That is a good setup. I'm okay with this. Let's go for this. I'm really excited. Really excited. So now, yep, we've got a bit better movement now. We can go side to side and put the scan in my number 1 slot. Let's try this air bladder. Let's try it, because this was clutch in Subnautica 2. I think, from experiencing it in Subnautica 2, I think I've been sleeping on it a bit, you know. So let's see what we got. Let's see how it goes. Whoa! Yeah! The air bladder gets slept on. That's going to be clutch, especially considering I don't get my oxygen warnings now. And oxygen is going to be... There's a cave sulfur. I think we're going to risk it. I think I can handle a couple of explosions. Oh, that's devastating. But I've got the cave sulfur. I can make my repair tool. I can repair the life pod, get straight into it. That's what we can do. And I'm going to need some fibre mesh to heal up, because that was a devastating smack from that crash fish right there. That's a devastating hit. But now I've got a real chance, especially with this ascending. If I get caught without oxygen, I can go really well here. Oh yeah. That's going to be clutch. That is going to come in for us. That's going to be handy. That is absolutely good. Okay, I think that's definitely something to say is... Air bladder slept on even the original Subnautica here. The air bladder is slept on. Do not sleep on the air bladder, guys. Oh, there we are. Let's get some bubbles. Now, I'm going to take a bit of this. 1, 2, 3. I took 3 creepvine seeds, but I'm going to take 4 creepvine. I'm going to take a bit more titanium, and we're going to see this is copper. And now, oh, a bit of salt. A bit of salt's always useful. Tell you what's good with this. If I find plenty of salt around, don't sleep on salt, because I can use that for some good water sources. DM said, thank you, Mika. But yeah, I was following, there's a TikTok trend that came out recently about bread, and it was a guy saying, oh, just so you know, bread is easy. an American kind of fella, and he was like, "Oh, bread's easy, and told us like a recipe for his bread, and it was you only need 4 ingredients, one of which is water, and he made us get a cup of water and I think 4 cups of flour, whatever it was, and yeah, I don't know the actual best recipe up. You can't teach me. Oh God, Mika, I feel pressured. I feel pressured, Mika. That's what I feel. I can make my repair tool, but now I want to go around and make sure I can get my recipes. So I think we should maybe look around for the little submerged wrecks and recipes here. I know there's a mobile vehicle bay recipe at the end of this. It's got to be sea glide though. It's just an estimate. Yeah, that's okay though. Like, yeah, I followed it pretty exactly. Use flour for touch. Yeah, it was, so yeah, it gave us the proportions, was like, this is easy, you put these cups of flour, this many cups of water, and the bread dough ended up very wet. It was basically still just, it wasn't even dough, it was just a wet slime. Oobleck, I think it would have been called, pretty much. It was a bit of a problem. I think I'm going to need a flashlight. This is pretty dark. Do I have a gamma option here? This is pretty dark and I want people to be able to see what we're looking at. I'm going to turn up the gamma just a little bit, simply because I want people to be able to see what I'm looking at here, because it doesn't tend to translate over well on Twitch. Yeah, no, I tried explaining what you need to do. Thank you, Mika. Giant tubes. Where'd I put my life pod? Here it is. Oh, this is it. I can now build a repair tool out of what I've got here. That. I could also make... I've got a med kit. Nice. That's going to be needed, I think. I think I'm going to need to stock up on those. Right, what do I need for a repair tool now? So I've got sulfur, silicon rubber, bish bash bosh, lubricant, done. Now I'll tell you why I wanted the coal tube and salt. It makes bleach. And what does bleach make? Bleach makes disinfected water. 180C till they done. This sounds a lot less like the kind of... Sounds like a bit less imprecise here. But yeah, I can make fiber mesh now, the creepvine samples. What fiber mesh is good for? First, I'm going to look in my tools and make sure I've got... I'm going to make some glass. Well, actually, first, let's make our tool. Silicon rubber. Need my seed cluster. Where's my seed? I made lube out of the seed. I made lube. Make something on your body white. That's what bleach do. But I made lube. I made lube and I meant to make rubber. Well, I gotta go get some more creepvine. Oh, that's a bit of a graphical glitch right there. Let's go get that sorted. That was a bit of a mistake, but it's not something unrecoverable. Let's see what we got here. So yeah, this is hardcore Subnautica. If I die, I die. That's it. I don't get any second goes here. But luckily, you keep away. Should be able to avoid these guys. I'm going to take another couple of these. Oh, those stalkers are dodgy. They're snappy boys. Snippy, snap, snappy boys. Let's head back here. Head it through the creepvine. That's lyrics. Those are song lyrics, Mika. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. A graphical issue, though. The light filtering through the water here. Bit of a graphical issue. Not insurmountable. Why are there pretty lights in the distance like that? Is that stars? It looks like those look like eyes of a distant leviathan looking to come eat me. Does that not look like it? That's creepy. I know it's just stars, but they look like eyeballs. They look like the pupils of a giant predatory creature. I see, yeah. air meter. Basically, I'll show you what hardcore means for the air meter firstly. Well, firstly, I'm going to make my rubber. And then I'm going to make my repair tool and repair up here. Let me get my sulfur. Now, hardcore, basically, it just means that it's not warning you about the oxygen level. So what it is it's very easy. I see the bar in the corner there. It's very easy to see, don't get me wrong. But it's also, when you get focused in, and you forget that it's there, making rubber, getting fish. I'll tell you, I can do some unhinged things to these fish. I've got acid mushrooms and everything. Now, we're going to explore around a little bit. But here is the thing, right? Listen out. So basically, normally, in normal Subnautica, when you're about to run out of oxygen, Karen pops in and goes, "Oxygen," to let you know that you're running out of oxygen. So I'm deliberately letting the air meter run down here. So normally, there's a warning at 30 seconds. So the others, you would get food real quick. That was 30 minutes ago. Get your food! But first, actually, wait. Did you notice nothing happened at 30 seconds there? Oh, sea glide, I need that. 1 out of 2, perfect. But if you notice, nothing... You didn't really hear anything. So, you know, let's say you're focused in, you're ignoring your HUD. Oh, look! It's not warning me at 10 seconds either. It just does not warn you. So you can be scanning along. Yeah. Yeah, that's what hardcore is, Mika. It doesn't warn you about oxygen levels. You've got to keep an eye on it yourself. And you know me, I do not have the attention span. Good luck. Thank you, Mika. But yeah, with my attention span, that could be an issue. Get your food, Mika. Also, Shmini, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but can you tell me how the bread turned out? I did put it in for another bake. With 15 minutes to go or whatever. Put it in for another bake to see how it goes. How is the constipation brick? Do let me know how the constipation brick is doing. Sea glide! We're gonna get a sea glide. I'm going straight in for a sea glide. I'm popping up to the surface so I have time. In fact, actually, that's an accessibility option I normally do not have. I'm turning off the PDA pause now. There we go. Now we're in for it. Right, so we need blueprints. I need my sea glide blueprint, and I'm going to pin that. We need copper, battery, titanium. I can get all of that, but I need more copper. Copper, battery, titanium. I'm going to get a couple more shrooms, just in case I need it. And now we're looking for copper, really. That's what we're looking for. We've got to keep an eye out. Look for limestone deposits. We're going to get ourselves a sea glide. That sea glide is going to be... That's going to be it for the... Well, I tell you that. It's bricky. Ah, crap. Yeah, we made a constipation brick. Not my proudest moment, I suppose. I don't need titanium. Ooh, get that. Get nearly source of gold. Why not? Lead. It's fine. Lead will do. Lead is useful too. The other good thing about an air bladder... that is a good use. I can replenish oxygen. And that could very well be the difference. An extra 10 seconds. That could be a big difference here. That's what I'm looking for. So I've got a new redeem. A couple of new redeems actually, but do check them out. There is one that I'm a bit concerned about that might end up being a little bit difficult, but I've hopefully set the limits correctly. So let's see how that one goes. I'm going to be playing around with the redeems a little bit more in my streams to see how they go. I'm going to do this. I'm going to gather some gold and silver. Oh, I can make silver wiring kits now. That's good. A wiring kit could become very useful. I'm okay. Copper ore. Set copper ore, hopefully. Nope. Keeping an eye out for limestone deposits. I'm definitely going to need to get that sea glide up and running ASAP. I've got a good couple bits of copper now. Copper wire, that's enough for copper wire. You need 2 copper for a copper wire. Let's do it. Let's head back to base. Well, life pod. Let's get some copper wire on the go. I will set up habitat. I will be setting up a base. I will be setting that up eventually, but it's not going to be a massive base. This is hardcore Subnautica. It's more about survival than it is about creativity here. We're going to be making a base, but it's all going to be very functional. But there we go. I have copper. I have everything I need for the sea glide. I've got copper. I've got enough for battery. I've got a couple of shrooms. I can make a battery out of the acid shrooms and a copper. Yep, I've got 4 copper. So I've got 2 copper for the copper wire, and I need 1 copper for the battery, and that leaves a spare copper. We're good. I'm looking forward to that. This is good. I'm making good progress. Keeping an eye on my hunger, because that could be a killer as well. I have been known to forget to build my rations and supplies, and it's caused me problems in the past. But if I'm careful, I should prevail. I think the main risks to me... Clear water, credence, revival. Ooh, clear water, credence. That's a bit of a pun as well, clear water. This isn't clear water, this is salt water. What did you get for food, Mika, by the way? Oh, what was that data download? Oh, environment scan. May support Leviathan-class predators. That it does. I know that well. High levels of foreign bacteria. Rescue unlikely. Let's check the old... I am normal. I am still normal. Chocolate milk, you're killing your hungry instead. You ain't really hungry. You could have a bit of a constipation brick if you like, Mika. I'll be very happy to lend you a constipation brick. Right, sea glide. We're good to go. It will increase my effective exploration range. Now, I'm thinking survival knife is 4, and then that one can be number 5. Okay. And now we'll need some batteries, but for now, let's check the radio. Yeah, we're going to need to get a habitat builder immediately. Need habitat builder wiring kit. I can build a wiring kit right now. As we speak, I can build a wiring kit. And I should have enough for another battery. I've got... Oh, I need some more shrooms. I can get another couple shrooms. And... plink plonk. Got 2 shrooms. It's good news. What else do I need for my habitat builder? Computer chip. That's going to be a toughie. Computer chip needs table coral. I've got some copper. A couple quartz. I can put lead away. I can get a bit of table coral. Let's do that. There should be some table coral right here. It's a very good spawn. I'm very happy with the spawn I've got. The spawn is fantastic. I've got acid shrooms. I've got table coral nearby. I've got the coral tube for water. This is about the most ideal spawn I could hope for. I'm going to pop a nutrient block right now. I'm going to take a drink. Keeping that managed is going to be massive for my survival here. The main issue to my survival is my own stupidity, as we all know. But here we are. So let's see what I've got. Now, I need the habitat. I need a computer chip. To make a computer chip, I need copper wire. I can build that. And I've got everything I need right there and then. Boom. Making good progress already. Let's check what I got. I need a battery now. I can build that easy enough. And we are good to go. We have got a habitat builder. I can build a base straight away. Perfect. Even better. Look at this. I've got titanium. I've got plenty of titanium. I've got titanium for days. But what I've also got is in here. Lead and titanium. I'm going to build some quartz. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to take some quartz out. I think I've done very well. With my early resource gathering, I think I've made a very good start. I'm going to take some salt. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to make some bleach. I'm going to make another set of water. The water is a killer. The water is absolutely a killer here. Because I tell you, the water, like these guys... The humans of the future in Subnautica, they can guzzle. They need to be chugging water 24/7 just to survive. It's a bit of an issue. Right, so I do have plenty of that. Let's do it. Habitat builder. I'm going to put you in slot 4. I'm going to take Sea Glide. I'm going to take us out to... It should be over here. My favourite spot for a base is the grassy fields, and they are out this way. There's a red grassy field. Just need to avoid these farters. Is it out here? Not quite. I think I need a compass at some point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make my base as quickly as I can. I'm going to use that to get the storage up on the go. Basically, I've got to get through the early game as fast as possible. I've got to get tools set up. I've got to get things running. I've got to get going. I think this is it. Yep, this is my base spot. My favourite base spot is right here. Now listen, this is hardcore Subnautica. I am not reinventing the wheel here. This is my favourite base spot. It always has been. It's where I will go. I'm not reinventing the wheel. I know how to survive here. I just need to be careful of these sand sharks. So what I'm going to do is, instead of just necessarily building here, I'm going to be a bit more careful. I'm going to take a different strat. I'm going to start my build here. This should be good. I'm going to take my foundation. I've got a radio transmission, but I'm going to put my foundations. That's it. That's the one. Using my lead, that's going to give me a good set of... Yeah. Guys, my oxygen. Right. I'm going to unpause. This is it. This is why hardcore mode can get you. This is how hardcore mode gets you. Look at my oxygen. I almost got. Whoo! Going to immediately hit 2. I'm going to hit F. So 2, then F, and I'm going to breathe. Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh my god, that is dangerous. That is dangerous right there. Ooh. Honestly, my heart was a bit... I'll be okay as long as you do not bother me. I know you're gonna bother me. Stick you on the... I'm gonna stick you like that. Keeping an eye out for you. That's dangerous. This is not a good split spot for a base, it turns out. I've got my solar panels. This is not a good spot for a base. You know what? We're taking it. I can handle some stalkers.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
No, I need copper.
Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
Right, so I need copper. I should be able to find a quick and dirty piece of copper among here. Please tell me that's a mobile vehicle bay. Looks like it. Nice. Now I just need to find sea moth fragments. But they can come another time. They can come another time. Right now I need salt and I need the tubes and I need to find some limestone deposits. There's normally a couple around here. There's normally a couple good limestone deposits around here I can use. I could normally find something. Ah, here we go. Copper? Nope, no copper. Oh, this is a stupid place for a base. I might have to change that. I think I'm going to set up here. The reason I normally don't set up here is because there's also a sand shark around here that causes me problems. But I think I'd rather deal with a sand shark than with stalkers. That oxygen, that's going to be dangerous. That is going to be dangerous right there. No, there's limestone deposits around here. So whenever I set the scanner room to go, it finds millions of them here. Salt, gimme. There we go, limestone. Copper, copper. That's enough, that'll get the base set up, but I need a bit more copper so I can get all the tools and fabricator set up as well. We've got a lot to do. Got a lot to do to get the initial setup. But I am experienced in Subnautica. I do have some experience. So with my highly honed gamer strategies, I think I've got a chance to survive. Oh, this oxygen's going to be a killer. This oxygen warning is not good for me. This is... Oh, that oxygen warning. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm going to go back and get that sulfur though. That sulfur's valuable. Give me. Thank you. Those crash fish are killers as well. Everything in this game is a killer. I'm a scared widow baby. I'm a scared widow baby. There we go. I'm just going to use the tube. There's normally a bit of copper on the inside of this tube. If not, I can take the quartz at least. The quartz can be useful, but there we go. Give me a bit of copper. Give me a bit of copper. Come on. That's what I need is just a bit of copper. Inventory full. I've got less titanium. I'll take the copper. Copper is more precious than titanium for me right now. Honestly, that oxygen warning is going to be a killer. That oxygen warning. Now I need to find my base. I should have really focused on building a beacon as well, but hey, it is what it is. I'll build a beacon once I'm fully set up in the base. It's not an ideal spot for a base, is it? I think what I'm gonna do... Yoink. I'm gonna have to quick disassemble. I think I'm gonna make my choice. I'm making a different choice. I'm overriding the old choice. I'm overriding it. And I'm gonna build the base here. Yeah, it's gotta be here. I think I'm just worried about this biter that's here. Maybe if I just move a little bit over. This looks relatively safe. Right. Ooh. Planet. Down I go. Okay, yeah, shut up radio, I'm fine. I know what I'm doing. I know how to play Subnautica. Right, let's see what I've got here. Now I'm gonna make another foundation here. Place it. Will it not go any higher? Well, that looks like the one. I think what I've got to do is I'm going to deconstruct the foundation there. Oh, inventory full, god damn it. I think I've got an idea. Okay. I'm going to do... What's that? That's just the Aurora. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my items here, pick them back up. Buzz off. Right, we're going to drop the items here where I know they're safe. So I'm going to drop a whole bunch of titanium here. We drop some salt deposits because I don't need the salt right now.
Degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation.
Quantum detonation, not very good at all. I need to deconstruct this. We're going to have speed deconstruction here. I'm going to circle strafe as I do it because I don't want to deal with these stalkers.
Warning, emergency power only.
Got it. Right, I can now build the foundation here where it's a little bit safer. Ascension! Woo! Oh boy. This is dangerous, guys. This is dangerous. That oxygen one is going to be a killer. That oxygen warning is going to get me. So a fun fact, interesting thing about this is sometimes these guys come with... Wait, are they shooting at me? It's a mobile turret! Wow. Sometimes those things come with, what are they called again? Reef backs. Sometimes those reef backs can come with little deposits on them and you can get ores, which is pretty cool. I'm going to pop my compartment here. I'm going to pop the... This is a lot safer. Straight away you can see how much safer this base is. Well, I tried to finesse. Didn't do very well, did it? Be able to build a second solar panel. I'm not really caring about the alignment here. This is hardcore. We can't be creative. We've got to be functional here. I've got plenty of space to grab the other stuff. There we are. And ascend! Once again. You know, air bladder's being slept on. I never thought I'd need an air bladder, but... You know, I think it's been slept on. That air bladder's going to be definitely a part of my arsenal going forward. In terms of building in Subnautica. When I'm playing... Oh, this guy... These guys. That was my worry. Was them wearing me down over time and then one of them picking at me to finish me off, but... Why emergency power only? I've got solar panels. Oh, there's no sun. Perfect. Now. It's not ideal, but I can work with this. Let's put in our interior pieces. Fabricator, I need a table coral sample for you. I'm going to put a couple wall lockers in just to get us going. I can sort this out later. I can make this look better later, but for now, it's about functionality. It's about making it work. There we are. That should be plenty. I need a table coral sample. That one's an easy thing to gather. I can just go over there and grab it. The annoying thing is about building a base here is generally you don't get much ideal resource location there, but it is a nice place to put a base because it's very functional, as in you don't really have to worry so much about the terrain. It's a lot easier terrain to build a base on. I'm going to take a couple of these. But we're looking safe. I think we're looking pretty good. I've got a good setup of tools already. The Sea Glide's pretty much clutch. The Sea Glide you've got to get as quickly as you possibly can. Sea Glide's your first priority, and that's done straight off, so that's good. The fact I got my Sea Glide so quickly is great news, so... There's got a fabricator. I've got my lockers. I can put a radio in easy enough as well. Titanium and copper. You know what? I'm going to stick that in. I'm going to get my main amenities. What you got for me? Ozzy from the cafeteria. Nice. The Seamoth Bay, so he's going to have Seamoth recipe for us. Bioreactor, that's useful stuff right there. That's going to be a killer as well. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Cave entrance, depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome.
Laser cutter I'm going to need. What's that? Scanner room, that's going to be useful. Right. Ascension. Out of my way, reef back. Oh, this thing. This has the ore deposits I can take. So these things actually come with little deposits on them. You can break the barnacles, and it gives you a little piece of ore. It's pretty cool. You can break barnacles off of them. They sometimes come with little barnacles that give you resources. Looks like there's one. That's it. All your barnacles are clear. So, just a fun little thing. Reef backs are chill. Reef backs are chill. Now here is another situation I can make a decision on. is a situation I can make a decision on. So, firstly, the things over there, I can go get another Seamoth part. That's the first thing. But what I can make a decision on that I've got to think about. I can get to the island. The island is over there. I can get to that, and I can get myself pretty much straight set up with the room blueprint. And that could be very useful. That's a life pod. That's not where I'm actually headed. So yeah, I could get set up with some serious good recipes that would absolutely kill the early game for me. If I go make a beeline straight for the island, what do? Do I go for it? Do I make that beeline for the island? The issue is, I'm in hardcore mode. I need to replenish my oxygen. The issue is I'm in hardcore mode. And if something goes wrong on that beeline, that's it. Game over. But I can get myself set up with some serious bonuses if I go straight to the island and make a beeline. And I'm kind of thinking of it. I'm thinking on it. Or do I just... In fact, I've got the Seamoth. I have the Seamoth now. That is gonna be way better for me. I think I've got to go Seamoth first. Seamoth first, then the island. Okay, let's see what I've got here. I'm gonna take that quartz. Quartz was looking at me funny. Grab the PDA. Lifeblood 17 crew log. It doesn't look like there's anything else here for when it comes to recipes. Normally these life pods come with little additional blueprints that are quite useful. Lead, silver, oxygen. Okay, we're good. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm investigating that wreck. As dangerous as it seems, if I can get a couple of extra blueprints out of this, I will be happy as Larry and we'll be good to go. Ooh. That could be something useful. Water, that's useful. Salt, useful. Metal salvage, not so useful, but still good resources. This is what I've got to worry about is getting stuck on a bit of this jagged bit here. If I get stuck, it'd be very hard to recover. Oh, that's the place to go. I'm going in a second. First ascension. This air bladder. Do not sleep on an air bladder. The air bladder is the way to go. Let's do this. Into here, get some recipes. If nothing else, I can get a table. If nothing else, I can get a table. That's good news. A command chair. You love to see it. A swivel chair. Ooh, I see a battery charger. Top left corner. I see it. That could be very useful for me in the future. I need a second one of you. Laser cutter! That's huge! Laser cutter's big. Laser cutter's big, guys, if I can just actually grab it. Now, keeping an eye on my oxygen. The bench is useful. The bench is very welcome. Now I'm going to go up there, but first we've got to go ascend for oxygen. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be careful. And it's going to be... I'm going to be very careful of this. I'm going to be very careful. I've got to keep my head on a swivel. Keep watching that HUD. Keep watching the heads up display and we should be okay. We're going to be fine. We're going to be safe. We're going to be fine. It's going to be good, clean fun. Another laser cutter. This could be huge. This could be me getting a lot of tools early on. This is one of my best runs yet, I'll tell you that. I've gotta... This is dangerous. This is highly dangerous, but a floodlight could be useful. I see the next laser cutter fragment right there. And that's it. We've got some very good materials. That's a very good tool to have in the early game straight off. Ooh, that's dangerous. It's hardcore mode. I'm not taking the risk. We ascend, and then I'm going to make a beeline straight back down, and we're going to explore a bit more. Straight back down. Let's do it. It's hardcore mode. You can't afford to be taking stupid risks. So I'm just taking it at my own pace. I'm not getting turned around. We do it calm. We do it at a decent clip without putting myself in too much danger. Where do I need to go? Here we are. Oh, it's dicey. Dicey, dicey, dicey. But, oh, I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it.
Passing 100 meters.
No, I do not need it. Oh.
Efficiency decreased.
I'm out. I'm outie, I'm outie, I'm outie. This could be dangerous. This is getting turned around here. Which I am doing, but this is why I gave myself an oxygen buffer. Yeah, I'm done with that. That's not a good game to play right there. Oof, that was risky. That's why you don't take stupid risks. Take stupid risks, win stupid prizes. I'm gonna go put my stuff away, and we're heading over in that direction. Well, I'll put my stuff away, but first, I want to get, actually, let's unpin Mobile Vehicle Bay and Seamoth. They've got to be the next priorities here. I can get some titanium salvage here, and I'm going to take that back, and that's going to be huge for getting myself up and running with the materials needed to start on the Seamoth and the Mobile Vehicle Bay, because I need a titanium ingot for each, so I'm going to need some serious numbers here. I think I made a good start. I don't think there's anything too strenuous so far. I'm keeping things calm, keeping things on the level. That's another bioreactor. That's huge. Energy independence achieved, then. I think one more metal salvage if I can find it, and there it is right there. Inventory full. Dropping assault. Oh god. Oxygen! Oh, gotten. That's air bladder. That air bladder's saved my life a few times now. We need a power cell, but that's okay. I just need rubber, and I need 2 batteries for that. So, XLs, how you doing? So, XLs. Big news, XLs. I don't know if you've seen it, but have you seen my TikTok? How you been getting on? The reason I'm playing Subnautica is I had a TikTok where I discussed, I had a clip from one of my video essays about Subnautica on a TikTok. I want to show you this, XLs. I'm going to pause a second. I don't know if you can see it, really. Let's see what we got. If my phone loads, my phone is absolutely crashing on me all the time, but hey. So basically, I have a video essay that I put on YouTube about Subnautica, and it was discussing the fact that there's no killing allowed in Subnautica 2. And I did a thing about how when you kill a Reaper Leviathan, it's kind of just like not really the most exciting thing you can do. And I just want to show you here, let me pop my big mode on. I'm very happy with how it turned out, with how it performed. I want to show you here. Let the camera focus up. I don't know if the camera's going to focus on it properly. It's not really focusing. Nah. Oh, it tried. Yep, that's right. 42.2 thousand views. That's massive for me. I've never even imagined I could even get close to that level. We're talking 1,800 likes on a Subnautica video for me, and that's huge for me. That is huge. So I decided to stream Subnautica today to see how things go. And it's also a hardcore playthrough of Subnautica because it's kind of like I put my money where my mouth is, because it's like I was saying how killing about the no killing thing in Subnautica. We just downloaded all Wikipedia. Why not? I mean, you know, gives you the option. Oh, I've got myself a bit turned around here, but that's okay. Tell you what's clutch on Subnautica. 112 gig. That's not that big when you really consider. Yeah, I gotta replenish. Oh, I've gone a mile away here. Miles away. Most of it is just text. Yeah, that's not that big though when you think about it. It's like Wikipedia has a lot of knowledge on it. Pictures do take up a lot. Yeah, I can imagine. Mind you though, that is a good idea. It is a good idea to be able to preserve human knowledge like that, you know, Excels. It's a really good idea. So, proud of you. Yeah, happy for that. 40 without the pictures. That's not bad either. Considering just how much knowledge that you can glean from it, it's kind of big. Oh. I need a beacon. That's what I need to build next. I'm going to build a beacon, put it by my base. God, that got dark really quick, didn't it? Oh, it's an eclipse. Oh my god, look at that blue glow. It feels like a void glow right there. Jeez. That was creepy. Oh, I can maybe search for some more tech here. I don't think there's any tech here, actually. No. Okay.
Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient.
My weekly exercise quotient, so that's God, I can't believe it. Once more polished one of the GUI, 2 different local AIs for GUI, flexible AI modes. Just work solution. Oh, that's interesting. I think that's quite a common Linux project that you've got. Oh, thank you for the snooze. I was just about to hit snooze, but thank you. I was just about to pause and hit the snooze, and then you snoozed it for me. Don't know if you saw that. Let's see what I've got on the video. Nice scream.
We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between
Oh,
us
the
and
radiation.
rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates
So you see there, I need titanium ingots. I'm gonna make 2 of those really quick. Boom. Boom. I'm also gonna need some glass, which I do have. I've got plenty of quartz for the glass. I've got some in here as well. There we go, enough for some glass right there. I think I've done very well with my gathering. I managed to very quickly get the things needed in the right amounts here. I can make some lube out of that. See, straight away, I managed to prep really well here. I'm doing pretty good. I need 2 batteries. This is where things could take a turn. I'm going to need 4 mushrooms, and I'm going to need 2 copper ores, 4 mushrooms. Yeah, I'm going to need 2 copper ores and 4 mushrooms, and some more silicon rubber, which I have. Perfect. Let's put everything else away. Now you stay out. I'm going to need that twice over, so I'm going to need, actually, if I think about it, I'm going to need 2 copper ores times 2, so I need 4, and I need 8 shrooms. Okay. I need 8 shrooms. And I need some copper. In serious amounts. Do it. I'm going to take the table coral as well. In fact, no, I don't need table coral. I'll tell you what I'm going to do really quick. I'm going to blueprint up power cell. I don't need a blueprint for power cell. It'll be okay. Steam machine, you can't wait. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm a bit worried about the steam machine, to be honest, XLs. I'm seeing the price reports on it. Like the way they're reporting on the price, it looks like it's going to be over £1,000, and I'm like, yeah, the Linux stuff will be great. It'll be great to have the innovation when it comes to Linux. It'll increase the support. Yeah, that'll be good. That's going to be a huge thing, is that it's going to increase Linux as a option. But my problem with it is it's got the price of it. It's going to be bad. I think it could really be one of the downfalls of Steam. Same thing with Steam VR. Yeah. Right, I'm going to pop up some oxygen.
Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core
Let's take some more quartz. Quantum detonation's happening soon.
can occur within 2 hours.
good stuff. Might need that later. But I could really have done with... That's what I could have done with more copper, though, out of it. Plays VR on Steam without a Valve Index, really? Oh, that's interesting. Gotta find some limestone. There's gotta be some limestone around. See, that's not the only tube. The one above near my life pod is not the only tube, and there's some tubes with lots of copper on them. That's what I need to find. Copper is very much a bottleneck right now. Copper. So we're looking for limestone here. That's what we're looking for, limestone. Keep an eye out for limestone. I think I just saw an enzyme peeper. Self-scan. I'm still normal. Seeing how long it is until I become infected. Oh, I'm gonna have to yeet in a second. Unless this thing comes. Vein coral comes in clutch. Don't need that. Don't need that. Come on, give me some limestone, baby. Come on. There's some. Get as much as I can. Oxygen. CS Source, that's interesting. That's a name I've not heard in a long time, is CS Source, I tell you that. It's a name I've not heard in a long time. How is it? Is it still pretty good? Is it fun? I can imagine there's a lot of sweats on it right now. I can imagine there's a lot. I mean, imagine it's quite hardcore. I cannot be dealing with radiation at this stage. Ooh. Let's see. Beacon. I need that. Better movement than CS2 because your bunny hops are more consistent. That's good news. I'm very happy for you. A beacon. A coffee machine. Oh! Coffee blueprint got. The air bladders. Oh, ads. Thanks very much. I pause up for the ads. Wouldn't say there's many sweats. That's good. I was fine with... For me, I was fine with, like, older FPS, is that you tend to be... Like, when it comes to older first-person shooters, you tend to be, like, everybody else has learned a game so well, and you're just pretty much easy pickings. And that the only people left playing are the ones that are really good at the game, so you end up getting really, really hard done by. Oh, I'm just looking at my little TikTok here, like my photo. Right. Shall we get cracking again? Right, advert's done. Let's get cracking. I always like to pause up in the ads because I like to make sure that I don't get interrupted. Sometimes I do miss it. I do admit that. Sometimes I do forget that there are ads, and I'm still playing because I get locked in a bit too easily. I lock in too much. It's what I do. Sometimes I'm just so locked in on the game, I just forget about the rest of the world, which is why this hardcore mode is so dangerous, because sometimes I get so locked in that oxygen indicator there could easily get ignored, and then you're in trouble. You're in big trouble if you run out of oxygen. Tell you that for nothing. And I could very easily run out of oxygen. That is a massive stalker right there. Don't need. I'm looking for limestone. Give me limestone. Give me that which I desire. Give me it. Gimme. Gimme. And here we are. Copper. How much do we have now? We've got a fair amount. I mean, that's enough for 2 batteries, but I don't know if it's enough for much more. Oh, tube. This is the tube I was looking for. I've got enough for another 2 bits. Keep away from me. So I need to remember where the tube is, but it's not too far, really. Okay, so I would say the tube is between the Aurora and the life pod, and you kind of go towards the back of the life pod for the second tube. Yeah, I need to remember that. Because that second tube is going to be a big source of ore. That's important. I've got 8 shrooms. I've got enough. I have everything I need now. That should be all I need. I need lead. Oh, I need lead. I forgot about that, but I can get that in a second. I can just find some random sandstone deposit like this one right here. I'm going to take out titanium. Gold. No, it's better than nothing. I'll take it. Let's drop another titanium and test this one. Lead. Perfect, that's it. That's it. We can get a seam off out of this. This is big. This is good news for me. I'm gonna head back, swing back around the life pod. This is a bit of a strange area right here, and I'm not fully 100% confident about my knowledge of this area. I'm gonna swing back to the life pod. Hope on the way I find my base. I need to get that beacon. I need to get a beacon on the go. That's the next big thing for me, is a beacon. I need a beacon. It's gonna be huge. It's just a... Yeah, beacon's the next big thing. Beacon, Seamoth, mobile vehicle bay. I can get both. Shut up. Radio. Alright. Yeah. Back to life pod. I can't believe I lost an entire base. It can't be that hard to find it again. I know it's sort of like you make a beeline around these creep vines, and that usually will take me where I need to go. So that's where I'm going. What's around here?
Calorie intake recommended.
Okay, well, that's not good. We've got to get some
Stabilizing.
this shit. In fact, actually, I'll tell you what I can do. LivePod 17 signal. That's over there. I can just go there. That's where my base is near. My base is quite near there. I can use that as a landmark. And then I need to build a beacon. A beacon is going to be massive for me. Oxygen. I'm doing pretty well. Be proud of me. I managed to keep my oxygen levels. I'm managing to keep my oxygen levels good here. I'm managing to keep an eye on things. Be proud of me for that, because I'm not normally by now. I need reminding of oxygen normally, so I'm doing pretty well. Be proud of me. Yeah, my base is that away. That's where my base is. It's looking good. Looking very good. And I should have a laser cutter, so I should be able to go in there and get extra recipes. I'm going to build that Seamoth, and then we're making a beeline to the island. That's the next thing. Seamoth, then island. So mobile vehicle base, Seamoth, island, go. That's the job. The Seamoth being the biggest part of that, because that is... Oh, what I've got for radio.
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
I'm gonna need another rubber anyway.
Location uploaded to PDA.
This is Avery Quinn, trading ship Sunbeam.
Hey, Sunbeam.
Over. Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS. You offer help, they don't pick up. Aurora,
Couple of
I'm
these.
out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. See what the long range scans pick up in the meantime.
I've got lube, it's rubber I need. And that should be power cell. Perfect, I've got enough power cells for both. Let's just go for it. Let's build a mobile vehicle bay. I'm also going to put a beacon here. We should be good to go. I don't bite, redeem. No, I don't bite. What are you thinking? Sorry. I know I'm terrible for the biting. So for anybody who doesn't have the context, I have this thing called dermatophagia, which is a compulsion to bite my own fingers. And it's really annoying to Shmini, especially. You saw it. No, there's no evidence. You cannot prove it. Edit beacon name. Alright, we got the base. That's ready to go. Deploy the vehicle bay is deployed, and it's right above my base, which is convenient. And also, look at all the space of the ocean around. It's a good position, because no matter how big the thing is I can build, I can fit it. There's plenty of space around here for it. Let's get this Seamoth ready to go. We should just have straight... Lube! I need lube! I'm going for lube! I'm going for lube. Lube is needed. Lube is necessary. Always need to lube up before going into the ocean. Yep, lube it is. I've gone for lube and we're good to go. I've been pretty well prepared. I'm doing pretty well. This is pretty good stuff right here. We got our lube. We are ready to go. We're ready to lube up, boys. Lube up, boys, because we got a Seamoth. This is great. This is like very efficient stuff right here. I'm going to unpin all. Ooh, let's see what I got. I'm going to pop all the rest of that away. But this is just some speed I can get going now. Oh. I mean, convenient.
A quantum detonation has occurred.
Let's watch the explosion, guys.
The supercritical state.
You ready? We always watch the Aurora explosion.
8, 7, 6,
You've always got to watch it.
4, 3, 2.
Goodbye. Well, there we are. We're not getting off the ship on the Aurora. I tell you that. We're not getting off the planet on the Aurora.
Detecting increased foreign bacteria.
Oh, we've been infected.
Performing
We're infected with the Kara.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Detecting trace amounts of foreign bacteria. Continuing to monitor.
I do have lead.
This is Officer Keenan, Light Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates.
That is...
We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission
That's the location of the island, so I can go right there if I want.
signal location uploaded to PDA.
I think that might be the way to go, but I need some first aid first. So first port call, life pod. I need first aid, and I need food, and I need water. So I think first port call is a life pod, and get some air sacs on the way, get some bladder fish. And that should be me fed and watered and healed up. Ready for the trip to the island, because that trip to the island is going to be a doozy. It's going to need plenty of supplies, tell you that. But the island is going to give me, it's going to give me farming, it's going to give me a room, it's going to give me plenty of space for my storage. That's all locked behind the island. I've got to go to the island and grab that stuff as quickly as I possibly can and get as much scanned as I can over there. So that's where we're heading. We'll head to the secret island and we'll get there as soon as possible. First, air sacs. Bladderfish. Bladderfish. What do I go for? There's not really an assault around here. Yep, I'm just going to get some bladderfish as much as possible. Get some peepers to eat. Gotta get our food. Like I said, this is hardcore, so it's not about being a vegetarian, it's about survival. Get a few of these. Get you. You. And you. Right, we're good. Fiber mesh, that's good stuff. I'm going to need that for some more fiber mesh. But first aid kit, take it, heal, good. Next fiber mesh. What do I need for heal? Right, what else do we have here? Laser cutter, diamond I don't have. I can get that later. But for now, I think the key is going to the island. You've got to go to that. Oh, radiation suit. What do I need for a radiation suit? I think it's fiber mesh and lead. I can do that. Let's get that. Fiber mesh and lead. I've got plenty of creepvine samples. That could make some fiber mesh. I just need another couple. I'll go to the other creepvine, I'll grab another couple, and then that's going to be my fiber mesh. But now sustenance, water. A whole bunch of that stuff. Peepers. It's not ideal to have to eat, but, you know, I've got to eat. It can't be vegetarian, I'm afraid. It's about survival. That's what we've got to do. It's all about survival. Might as well eat one now. Get myself up to 100. Got health, I've got water, I've got peepers. Looking good. I'm going to take all this stuff with me because you never know when you need it. Now, I'm going to grab another couple fiber meshes on the way. But luckily enough, I have my base over there. But what we're going to do is we're going to start exploring around. We're going to get these radio signals looked at. That's going to be good. Radio signals next. Radio signals. First, do that. Survival knife. Cut, cut. That's enough for the next fiber mesh. Which means I now have enough for my radiation suit. So, fun fact. Actually, a good little strategy for you. If you angle your seam off downwards as you go slightly faster. And it helps if you go side to side as well. It's something like the way the It multiplies your overall speed and velocity. It helps if you go like go in different directions. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Oh, through here. Give me a second, guys. Just double checking something. Got it. Well, okay. PDA, give me the pedar. Compass. Give me the compass. LifePod 3 cool log. We are all good to go. Now I'm gonna disable LifePod 3 signal. I've got that. The next LifePod signal is actually at the island, so I can pretty much just head a beeline for that. But first, radiation suit. That's gotta be the next thing to go for. Because once I'm done, I think it'll be time to head to the Aurora, do the whole thing there. If I do go to the Aurora, I'm going to take a bunch of health kits with me. That's going to be the goal. I tell you why that is because the Aurora has bleeders on it. It has these little blood-sucking creatures that will latch onto you, and if you get caught unaware by them, especially in this hardcore mode, you could be very well stuck. So that's what I've got to do. Also, oh my god, how many fish keep getting splattered on the side of my freaking submarine here? Right, let's go faster. Get myself to my base. Repair up the Seamoth, then we head. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. We go all the way over here. There we are. Right, let me hit repair up. Need a power source. I need batteries. What's my radio saying?
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big...
Got it. Radiation suit ready to go.
And I blew it. It's a bad option, right? But so are all the others.
Got it. Old cooked. Oh, I forgot about the fact that these guys get... Oh. Okay, I forgot about the fact they spoil. The food spoils. Need to remember that. I'm going to take my copper, take an acid mushroom, I'm going to build another battery. We use that to repair... to fill my repair tool. Like that, and there. I think that's going to be okay. I think that's a good setup to go. I'm just going to head, I guess. That's it. Fill up the old Seamoth. Now we head this way. And it's beelining. We've got to hope that we do not see any Reapers on the way. Because I am a vulnerable boy right now. This is a thing. This is hardcore mode, and oh my god. Yep. We're beelining for the island here, and this could be very dangerous. And very scary. We keep an eye out. Oh. This is not good. Just keep hearing out, because the thing about Reaper Leviathans is you can hear them before you can see them. There we are, floating islands. Oh, here we are at the island. Thank goodness we did not encounter any Reapers on the way. This is good. This is safe here. God, can you imagine if I just turned around and there was a giant monster behind me? Oof. Right. Let's say we're on the island now. Now I can scan all this, and this is good materials right here. Wizard. That's what I'm looking for, bilbo trees. These things are going to be absolutely massive for surviving. I'm gonna get a sample of bulbo trees before I go, because those things, bulbo trees, they are the survival. Look at that. Giant ocean. Very scary. Wow. Are there any scares on the island itself? No. Kind of. There's cave crawlers, there's giant spiders that come after you, but they're not terrible to deal with. But hey, at least while I'm here, I'm not being hunted by the Leviathans. Hey, that's what I was talking about. Giant spiders, giant spiders, giant spiders. There you go. These guys, they can be a bit snippy snappy. Up we go. There should be a set of farms around here. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for some artificial farms. Ouch. Can't afford to be taking stupid damage. I'm in hardcore mode here. Yeah, look at that. Giant alien ocean. Very scary. Here we go. Here we are. Farms. Exterior grow beds. These are exactly what I'm needing. Marble melon. These things are brilliant fruit sources. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the... I'll pick them up later, but the marble melons and stuff I pick up later. So I can take a bunch of materials and sample. If I take a bunch of samples of those back, I can grow them, and then I do not need to rely on cooking fish to survive. These things, bulbo trees, are absolutely huge. These things are the best ways to survive in the game. But for now, I'm going to keep on exploring around here. There's going to be a room around here somewhere. But the good thing is, while I'm on the island, I've got plenty to eat. I can eat just about anything here. So I'm not going to die of starvation anytime soon. I'm going to be at full health. And full hunger and thirst here. Oh, PDA. Got a Padar. That's going to reveal the location of the crab snake caves. There we are. That's what I was looking for. Now, what I'm looking to scan here is over here, firstly. Purple tablet. I'm going to scan it. And that gives me the recipe to build some more purple tablets later. PDA. Okay, yes, I know. It's a lovely little purple tablet. This is where I've got to be careful, because these cave crawlers can be really seriously a problem. They can really hurt and hit me and bite me. If they hit me just right, I'm done. Oh god, I have to... I've to hold still enough. I don't care about the health. There we go. Now, let's go around the other side here. So there should be... wall planter, I'll take it. Got it. There should be a bulkhead here. Gonna take it. There's lots of recipes here. The multi-purpose room is massive. That's gonna let me have my storage. It's gonna let me have a fully functional base. Here we are. This is... let me in! Let me in! There we go. Battery. Padar. Another Padar. Ladder. Ultra glide fins. That's huge, so I'm going to have so much more. That's a cave crawler it wanted me to. Spotlight. See, this is just like an absolute motherload of lovely, lovely materials right here. All of which become very useful for me to make
New blueprint acquired.
my base with. Now I need to head up there next. That's where I'm heading next. Observatory. That observatory's got the next thing I need, which is the interior farming setup. That's going to let me grow my own food. That is going to be me pretty much set up with full survivability setup then. It's one of these, but I've got both of them, so I'll go explore both of the observatories here. There's 2 on the island, and I'm going to explore both. Just need to be careful not to fall here, because this could be very dangerous if I fall. Just imagine snapping my legs and dying in hardcore mode. That would be very embarrassing here. But there we go. We've got it. Done. Plant pots. You see Chinese potatoes? Delicious.
Blueprint acquired.
Lots of very convenient food sources here. I've got my PDA, got everything I need from that.
New PDA data.
So that's the next one.
Integrating new PDA data.
God, let's hope I don't fall now. It'd be embarrassing. It'd be so embarrassing if I fell right now. It would be so embarrassing if I fell. But it's okay, I'm an expert alpha gamer. I am totally an expert alpha gamer on this. I've played plenty of Subnautica before, I know how to play my Subnautica. We head back around here. So yeah, in terms of my YouTube video essays, they've been going well as well. I've been very happy with how my YouTube video essays have gone, and I've got a few more ideas for the next one. I think another idea I'm going to think about is when do you know a generation is here? Like a console generation. When do you know the generation is getting into full swing? Because like I remember playing, I remember being kind of, I remember back in the days of the PS4 generation, is what I'm trying to say. I remember back when the PS4 generation first came out. And it took a couple of years, but then suddenly they announced Doom. I remember it was when they announced Doom 2016, and there was Fallout 4, and then there was Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, and then there was a few other games that got announced as part of that. And that made me really think, right, that is the reason, like, the reason to buy a PS4 is here. Like, the PS4 generation, the reason, like, there was a moment where just enough games got released that I thought, right, buying a PS4 makes sense. And I feel like with the current spate of gaming announcements we've been getting, because we've been getting some absolutely massive announcements. Spyro freaking 4. I mean, that speaks for itself. Spyro freaking 4. That make you feel like, yep, it's time to really start looking into buying a console of the generation. I felt it a lot less ever since I started PC gaming. That's one of the things as well, is like ever since I started PC gaming, console generations kind of started to lose a bit of meaning for me. Because, yeah, like I didn't need a console. I have a PC and I can just upgrade my PC whenever I want to be able to get the gaming that I want to get out of things. And as long as I'm a bit careful and clever with my upgrades and a bit careful and clever with how I play my games, I can just pretty much last through any console generation. Like, it's the last console generation I ever needed, is the PC. It's the last time I need to really think about console generations. But at the same time, there's always like the idea of like the second console, or the second, like the convenient gaming console or whatever. There's always like that kind of option as well, as like, you know, what gaming console do I get? Which usually at this point, for me, the only thing I would really consider as a console to buy for myself, it would be a Switch, because of the fact that there's the Nintendo exclusives and there's games on the Switch that would not work anywhere else, that would not work on a traditional PC. It just wouldn't. It's the whole thing is like, it has to have a reason to exist beyond just, oh, do I risk it? Do I risk it? Geronimo, this is stupid in hardcore mode. Oh god, can you imagine if there was just giant, like, alien mouth coming in there? I can grab that.
Integrating new PDA data.
Can you just imagine if I'd have died there? Oof. But no, I'm clever. I'm good. I think the biggest, but yeah, so that's the thing about the console generations is I haven't really felt necessary to buy into a console generation because I've been on PC, so like that's my console generation. But I do think like when it comes to buying a console, it would probably most likely be the Switch out of all of them because the thing is the Switch has a reason to buy it beyond just being a console. If I wanted to sit and play a game, I sit and play a game on my PC at home. And if I want to turn it into a console, there's ways of doing that as well. So if I want to play a game with half-decent graphics and just enjoy myself, it's PC. I don't really think at this point the PS4 or the PS5 or Xbox Series X have anything to offer me as such, especially when it comes to exclusives. I'm not really massively up on the Sony exclusive. I don't really care that much about them. But if I was to say, like, you know, the thing about the Switch 2 is it's the portability of it. There's actually like a unique selling point. There's a reason to buy the Switch in terms of actually just being useful beyond being just a console. It's actually useful in the sense that you can use it portably. It solves another problem. At which point, the Steam Deck is a consideration, but looking at the way the price of the Steam Deck have gone, not ideal. But yeah, right, I'm going to fill my belly up. I'm going to take another Bulbo Tree sample, because that is pretty much exactly what I need to survive. Is those Bulbo Trees are the big thing for survival. You need Bulbo Trees. Like, the Bulbo Trees are the best options. Anyway, yeah, so the Switch is really the Switch 2 is the only real console I think I would consider of this generation. But at the same time, I'm still kind of invested because it still has an influence as such. The thing about console generations is they still have an influence on the general direction of travel of gaming. So it's interesting to know when a console generation is like arriving and what the trends are. And seeing Spyro 4, I think, could be a big help. You know, like that sort of. Seeing Spyro 4 has definitely put a big smile on my face. I thought I heard a Leviathan there. Nope, we are okay. And we are safe. Now, the next big thing, the next big barrier we've got to get past, this is the scary one now. This is going to be the first test, the first real test of safety here. And that being the Aurora. We've got to go to the Aurora now. We've got to go to the big ship. We've got to go over there. The thing is, I know what's over there. And that's the very thing that I've been sort of semi-advocating for not entirely killing. So this is money where your mouth is time. So yeah, we've got a job ahead of us now. It's not impossible, not insurmountable. The thing is, the Leviathans in these games, they're not impossible to avoid entirely. But I also will need a propulsion cannon. That's going to be another thing as well. So we've got a few things to prep. I think first things first, though. You've got to have your room. You've got to get yourself the base up and running. So I'm going to grab some titanium out of here. We've got to start getting some creature comforts here. Here we are. Look at that. My base hull strength is pretty decent, actually.
It may be prudent to separate work
Yeah,
from
I know.
spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
Now it's going to get me a couple of...
Message from Aurora lies pod 13 coordinates attached. Lies pod is carrying high.
Now the warlockers are the big
Yoki Kassar.
thing that helps.
Kassar. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
We're going to fix some big bottlenecks here. Got Got my purple tablet. I don't need that. Don't need the flares. I don't need creepers. These decomposing peepers are not ideal either. I think I might put them in a bioreactor. But I'll create a room for that later. Empty locker. Now I'm going to take some quick titanium when I can. I'm going to go and find some titanium, and I'm going to build myself my farm first. There's nothing else in that locker. It gets deconstructed. I'm going to move the fabricator over. This is a good location for it, I think. I'm going to move the radio over. I'm going to move our little useful modules. Radio over there. Okay, we've got everything here. Now, I'm going to erase this corridor. But first... Talking solar panel. I need to keep reminding myself to look at my oxygen, because that could be very dangerous.
Warning, emergency power only.
Now, take my air bladder. Time to ascend. Okay, this is looking good. The next job. Deconstruct the hatch. Deconstruct the eye compartment. And now this hatch instead like that. Just means I get so much quicker access. And now I place the foundation instead. There. I'll do. Just means I get quicker access to the actual room itself now. I pick up the beacon. And I place the beacon instead right now in here. Is it still my base beacon? Yep, it's still my base beacon. Good, good. Let's ascend, refill the oxygen, out of the way of the reef back. Jeez, man. This is good. Now, bioreactor is the next one here. I think we're going to need that. We're going to need some independence here. We are going to need some independence. I'm going to make another room. So, we need titanium, lubricant and a wiring kit, looks like. We got some things to gather. Now, I do know there's some limestone around here. And there should be some metal salvage up nearby. But something else we're going to need a lot of, and I'm going to take some fiber mesh. We're going to need some health kits. Oh, are we really? The main thing is, like, a lot of the med kits I can get on the way when I'm on the Aurora. But the thing is about the med kits is that I can get a lot of them on the Aurora, but the thing is if I get got by the Reaper Leviathan, a medkit's not gonna help me. If I get got by the Reaper Leviathan, there's no help. You're dead instantly. It's a one-hit kill. So it's not really gonna help me having It's really not gonna help me having the medkits. What's gonna help me is my repair tool, which will help me keep the Reaper Leviathan off my back completely. But having my repair tool in case the Reaper Leviathan does get my thing In case Super Leviathan does get my submarine, get my Seamoth. Oh, you're dead. Right. Lovely, my power's restored. Just in time as well. My inventory is full. So let's go offload that now and start I need to make another room. And in that room I'm going to place... In that room I'm going to place a bioreactor. And that's where I'm going to place those old cooked peepers. Nothing goes to waste here, nothing goes to waste. Their sacrifice will be respected because they're going to give my base some power and I need some oxygen. And down I go again. So the fun thing about Subnautica is this was the reason I bought a PC, is because I was just fascinated by the water effects here. And I really wanted to see just how amazing and immersive all these water effects would look if I got a PC that was capable of playing it at ultra settings and at 60 FPS as well. That was what I really wanted to see, and that's why I got a gaming PC originally. So it's a game series that's close to my heart, is Subnautica. I've got 300 hours in it, which is a fair amount. It's probably one of my favourite games, like in terms of games that have... It's probably one of the few games in terms of like the games that have the most playtime. I think it's the game I've got with the most playtime on Steam. Now, 300 hours is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. A lot of people have like thousands of hours in games and whatnot. But for me, I don't have the attention span a lot of the time. It's a big problem. So yeah, the attention span can be a big problem. Now, here is what I'm going to have that be... The initial entrance room is going to be that, and that's going to be production. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a central corridor, and this will have rooms coming off it. Is my plan. Well, that didn't work. Okay, it's gonna be, yeah. Okay, I've got it. So, to connect it, I need that. And that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have rooms coming off. So. Air bladder. Ascension time. So yeah, central corridor, and then each additional room that I need will come off the central corridor and be off to the side of the central corridor. It being the initial room is production, so production and entryway. Then you come out through here. You're gonna have a reactor room here. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a central room, and it's gonna be functional. This is the central corridor, and that's gonna be leading us to everything we could need. So that's what we do. Very nice. Now here is gonna be a bioreactor. Did pin the recipe. In fact, actually, one more thing I do need to do is do I have the materials for it? I do have materials to build another room. I'm going to build another room, and what that room is going to be, I'm going to build another room right here, and this room is going to be my farming room. So that's going to have all of my lovely little growth beds in it. Making sense? I mean, please ignore the 2 balls and a shaft. It's not an ideal shape, but it is what it is. I've still got just enough, and that should be able to enable me to make a couple of grow beds. Indoor grow bed. Perfect. This is the one. We're surviving today, boys. We are setting up with supplies. We are set up with supplies now. I take that, I go take my bulbo tree samples, we're going to plump them right into where they belong, which is here, and they're going to grow me my food. We're sustainable. We have a sustainable source of food. That's good. Now, bioreactor, I'm going to need 3 titanium, a wiring kit, and lube. I think I've got silver. I do have enough for a wiring kit. Do I have the titanium? I need 1 more titanium. Don't quite have that last titanium. Oh dear. That's easy enough to get. And I also need lube. I'm going to go get my lube source. And I'm just going to go grab a quick bit of titanium. Really quick when somewhere I can find it. But also, ooh, salt. Salt. And there we go. Is that titanium? That's copper. Of course, it's copper when you need it to be titanium. And it's titanium when you need it to be copper. Isn't that very typical? That's the way it always goes with these games. Always how it goes. There we go. Titanium. Perfect. I can make titanium out of salvage. Easy enough. Bish bash bosh. We're done. We're going to have a bioreactor, and that's going to be a sustainable source of power. But pretty much good to go in terms of the base. The base is set up. That was a good, quick setup for a base. I do have to say that. I'm very happy with how I managed to get set up and running so quick. We're pretty much getting into mid-game now, which is good. Let's see here. Titanium. I'm going to pop that in. I'm going to take my lube. You always need lube. Always. We've got lube. I'm going to have a wiring kit. Take that, set it straight up into where it's gotta go. This is it here. This is it. I'm gonna have it facing towards me, because you've gotta have it facing towards me. Now with this bioreactor,
Reliable power source is a critical step towards self-sufficiency.
switching that into there.
Consider keeping a photojournal of your achievements to motivate you in times of despair.
Now I'm gonna take some more of these. In fact, actually, I need some titanium next. I'm gonna put all my stuff away in storage. That's the next job. All my stuff into storage. That's enough titanium to build an exterior grow bed, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I can build my exterior grow bed right here. So you need an exterior grow bed as well to grow the external plants, your deep acid shrooms, and your creep vines. That's what's going to be in here. I'm going to go get my creep vine seeds.
Farming alien plants is a proven survival strategy. Craig McGill survived 47 months on a healthy, raw salad of live tree
Let's take it off.
and stag fruit.
So creep vine can be grown there, and that's going to give me all the seed clusters I need. That's looking good. And then the rest of that for extra things I need, because I'm going to need some hydrogel as well. So that's what that stuff is. I think the next job, really.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, I think it may be time, you know. Propulsion cannon. That's the next one I need to get, actually. Blueprints for propulsion cannon. Let's go look at tools for a propulsion cannon. Do I have it already? I need to find it. Oh dear. I think the next thing for a propulsion cannon. Where would I find propulsion cannon materials? You know what? Propulsion cannon materials is probably close to the Aurora. So we're gonna swim in. It's our first approach to the Aurora. That's where we're going. We're going there. I should hopefully be able to avoid the Reaper Leviathan. We should hopefully be good at that. We'll be able to avoid the Reaper Leviathan because I'm not really going to be looking to go into his area. Where I am looking to go is somewhere where there's going to be a propulsion cannon. And that's probably going to be the better way to go about it. But I should probably be able to find the propulsion cannon fragments in areas where he isn't, is what I'm saying. Is there's an area where you're near the Aurora, you're near enough to the Aurora to find the recipes that are nearby to it, but you are also far enough away that Sammy, the Reaper Leviathan, won't bother you too hard. I'm going to take a couple bits of titanium while I'm here. You always need titanium for your building materials, and it's always useful to be thinking ahead when you're getting them. So, if you have actually seen my TikTok, the 40,000 TikTok, and seeing me kill the Reaper Leviathan and having the Reaper Leviathan sink into the ground. This was where it was. This was where the big fight happened. In fact, it's right here was where the Creeper Leviathan... Creeper Leviathan? This right here was where the Reaper Leviathan finally fell. Fell to his doom. So that's interesting there. If you're looking for a little bit of interesting visuals, that's exactly where he fell. Right, I'm going to take that. I'm going to put some titanium. I'm going to put some copper. It's always good to be thinking ahead and putting the materials where you can. So it is possible to get the Reaper Leviathan right here, but he generally kind of sticks to the area just ahead of the creep vines there. So I'm going to keep him... I'm not going to bother trying to aggro him. I'm going to try and keep a bit of a wide berth and try not to attract him too much. I mean, there's trash there. Trash bin. There's not really any recipes here. Okay, we are fine. Now, I'm going to make my way across. I can generally, because he's over there in that direction, I can generally, if I make a fair enough beeline here, I can generally assume a spot of safety here. Not entirely too dangerous to be here specifically. And also in around here is my first of hydrogel receptacles I can grab, so I'm going to keep an eye out for those. But really what we're looking for is we're going to be looking to go into the Rex, we're going to look for some more technology to scan, and that should be good for us to survive. Now, I don't think this is a... There's a beacon there, but I don't think it's something I need. I don't think this is one I can go inside immediately. No, it doesn't look like it. Gonna keep making my way up the shore here. Because I know there are propulsion cannon fragments around here, but there's also a load of these things. Which are good in their own right as well. Batteries, nice. You get a lot of good loot. It's usually worth it to try and search for these little supply chests here. In fact, I think here is actually where I find the first of those hydrogel things. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I'm going to look for hydrogel. Where is the hydrogel here? I know there is one around here, if I remember rightly. Is it here? I'm looking for a little gel ball. A little ball. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a little alien testicle. How you doing, Mika? You doing okay? What's the dang? Is it that I didn't rage? Because I'm just that good, obviously. I mean, I never rage, Mika. I'm always safe. Always and highly safe. I win! I've beaten you, Mika, with my pure game of instinct. I'm okay. Oi! Nibbler. Can I say that with a straight face without lying? I can say it with a straight face, just not without lying. Let's see here. I know I get a hydrogel here.
Detecting sulfur deposits in the local
Yeah, I know there's sulfur around here.
Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
The repair tool? I'm not seeing my hydrogel here, unless it's up here. I need to stop bashing my goddamn Seamoth. So you're gonna pay out the how do we pay out the prediction? Is there a way of doing it? That is scannable. So this is it now. I've got to be squeaky bum time here. I've got to be basically keeping my head on a swivel. Looking for propulsion cannon fragments. But I know it's around here. I've got to be a little bit careful, and generally if I'm careful I can manage, but it's around here. You've got to keep an eye out there as well. The first of the fragments. That's first of two. Oh, I better grab that. Grab the items and supplies, because the supplies here are generally worth grabbing. I'll tell you that for nothing. They're generally worth a little grabby McGrab. But I know if I'm not careful, I could stray into Reaper territory here. Generally, it's fairly okay to avoid them here. It's not impossible to avoid. But it is scary times, I tell you that, scary times. We're going to lock in. I'm going to be a bit commentary light now, because these are the scary times. Power transmitter. See that? That black void of doom. Let's be careful, but press on. Oh, scary times. Scary, scary times, I tell you. If anybody can hit the snooze for me, that'd be much appreciated. Because I'm locking in right now. I'm not wanting to be interrupted. I think this could be the next fragment, but this is dangerously close. It is the fragment.
Seek fluid intake.
I could take a drink right now.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Pop out, grab a recipe and go. Got it. We're out. We are out. But there is that now. This is Reaper territory right now, but it's worth it. There we go. Worth it to get my Cyclops fragment. But now, let's head back before we push our luck too much. I don't want to push my luck to that kind of level, you know. But here we are safe. That's it, I've made it. I have got my recipes and I'm going. I'm going to grab a couple bits of extra titanium while I've got the space in my inventory as well. Titanium's always good. It's always good to get the bits you need. And I see a nice little sandstone deposit there. That's worth grabbing. Fine. There we go. I'm going to actually grab a couple extra scraps when I'm up at the Aurora site, closer to the Aurora. Oh, that's a scary look right there. So I actually noticed something about this game over the original Subnautica, not original Subnautica, something I noticed about this game when playing it after playing Subnautica 2. The movement speed is not that much faster than Subnautica 2. It's not as fast as I was expecting it to be. Because I remember the movement speed here being super fast. But honestly, when I went at this, it wasn't the fastest. It wasn't like... Don't get me wrong, Subnautica 2 still feels slow. But it's not that much slower, you know. It's not out of the realm. It's not out of it. Ooh, that's a bit of a yawn. Well, here we are. Righty-doke. Ooh, open locker. There's not really anything here. I know that. Let's go back to base. Get myself sorted. I'm gonna need some food as well soon. But I think we're good. We've set up a sustainable source of food. I've set up my base. That's a good way to go in. I've got a Seamorph, I've got my mobile vehicle bay. The tech's unlocking at a decent clip. Things are going well. I'm not doing terribly. It's not a terrible situation here to be in. I think for the start of a hardcore playthrough of Subnautica, this is about as good as it could have gone. I'm pretty happy with that. Let me just park up nicely here. My creep vine there are starting to grow in, which is nice. What's the radio got for me?
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch with...
That's a lot of titanium. Nice. In fact, with that, I might actually build another little grow bed. We're gonna need some... That's not... Looking for interior. it's just got to be like this. I'm not going to be able to align it perfectly, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be good enough. What's better than good is good enough. I'll do another indoor grow bed right here. We are good. Next job. Big job. Propulsion cannon. That propulsion cannon is going to be massive. So, let me pin the blueprint for the propulsion cannon. I thought it would be worse than that, but a wiring kit, I can build that right now as we speak. Done. Bosh. We have a propulsion cannon. Wiring kit, propulsion cannon, bosh. And then, with that, I'm dreading to say it, but with that, we can push the Aurora. That is enough to push the Aurora right now, tell you that. And that's worrying because, yeah, that means I'm going to have to go to the Aurora now, which is a scary thing, a scary prospect. I'm going to get some fiber mesh, and we're going to get a whole bunch. First, I'm going to reload everything. I'd say everything's reloaded, really. Okay, that's it. Battery, 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 battery. Gonna go get some fiber mesh. I'm going to get a bunch of first aid kits. I cannot afford to be caught out with that. And I'm going to get a fire extinguisher as well. Lead. That's good, useful stuff right there. Copper. Grab it. Need it. Want it. Got it. Gonna grab a bunch of these. Make some fiber meshes. Goddamn biters. That's fine though, I can deal with that kind of health. Gonna need food first. Yeah, we're gonna need to cook some peepers, but first we're talking fiber mesh. And then I'm gonna cook some peepers, get some bladderfish, gonna get a load of water ahead of time. In fact, I think actually on that note, yeah, I think I'm finished for now. I think I've made a good start. It's hardcore Subnautica, and you know, you could go a lot worse than having a propulsion cannon and a sea morph good to go at this point in the game. 2 hours of Subnautica, I've not done a bad job whatsoever. I think I've done pretty well. So thanks very much for tuning in, guys. That was a Subnautica stream. Done. Oh, let's hit the snooze. That was a Subnautica stream. So yeah, thanks very much for coming in. Thank you so much for the incredible TikTok engagement. That was awesome to see. I'm so happy about how that went. That went incredible, and it's just sometimes I look at it and I'm in disbelief. Anyway, let's do a little raid evade if there's anybody out there to raid. What is the Viking Knight is playing? We shall raid the Fat Viking Knight. I did good, and I didn't rage. I mean, I'm not really a rager as it is. But no, Mika, the point about the raging thing is I'm trying not to let that define me. I'm trying to get that back under control. Because you remember when I first started this, I wasn't that bad for raging out. I was doing pretty okay, and I got a little bit in on myself, and I started to rage a little bit more and a little bit too much, and I don't want that to define me. I want to start getting better. I want to be raging less, and I want to get back to being Steve. And because I don't think rage defines me. So I think, yeah, let's try and stop letting the rage define me now. That's the whole point of all of this in the end is I don't want rage to define me, to define who I am. I want to be better than that. And I think this has been a good step towards it. I have not raged at all through this stream. It's a good one. I've got to keep working on myself. I'm trying. I mean, I'm not doing ideal. I have challenges. But thank you, Mika. And we like you too, Mika, even if you will turn me into a pigeon. That's a little in-joke there between me and Mika. Well, not an in-joke, it's basically I showed him a video of me and I showed him a video of two pigeons attacking each other, and I'm like, that's me and Enzyme. And then I said to Mika, he's like, I reckon if a genie offered you a choice of £1 million or a pigeon, you would choose the pigeon. If a genie offered you a choice between £1 million or turn me and Enzyme into pigeons, he will turn us into pigeons. And yeah, pretty much confirmed it. He wouldn't even think about it. What did you say? I'm just saying it was the in-joke about pigeons. I was like, we all like you too, Mika, even if you do want to turn me into a pigeon. Yes. I don't think you'd even consider it. If a genie offered you a choice between £1 million or turn me and Enzyme into pigeons, you wouldn't even think about it. I'd be a pigeon. I'd just be immediately turned into a pigeon. And I'd be straight away slapping Enzyme for it as well. That's how it goes. Anyway, we're going to raid out to the Fat Viking Knight. So let's just pop that into chat. He's a pretty chill guy, the Fat Viking Knight. I'll probably stick around a couple minutes to see what he's up to. But yeah, he's a pretty chill guy. He plays various things. Right now, he's playing Path of Exile. But he is known to this channel. He sometimes pops in and watches me when I play my Minecraft. So let's see what he's up to. Thanks very much, guys. Hope channel's intended for mature audiences. Do with that what you will. But let's go over and see what he's up to. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next one.